Holy moly, it's Friday. How is that possible? I am Sara Oehler, and I'm from softflexcompany.com. I'm streaming live to the Soft Flex Company YouTube channel and Facebook page today. A little unusual. I used to go live on Fridays more often last year, but then I got so busy doing the procurement job too that I haven't been able to get back to it until today. Now we have our lovely Joyce Trowbridge has joined our team, and she's taken a little bit of the edge off. So I get a little bit more time with all of you. So that is going to be fantastic. I'm feeling super inspired. This has been a crazy week. We launched, first we came back from Beadfest, which was so much fun. I'm sure many of you saw the pictures of Kristen and I out in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and we just had the best time. We did an event for Beads of Courage. We took a class from Gail Crossman-Moore on Shrinky Dinks, which was super duper fun. This is the necklace that I made. It's a big lariat, and there will be more on this to come because I found this very inspiring and fun to make your own little Shrinky Dink components. So be on the lookout for more of that in the future. Because we had this great Beads of Courage kit, we did this really beautiful bracelet. Let me put you back over here so you can see it. We did this really great Beads of Courage class. It's called Designing with the Stars. There's 8 tables. Each table gets just 20 minutes to make something. And I apparently was probably one of the harder tables because I had this really beautiful bracelet. You could choose whether you did the more beautiful green color or the periwinkle color or mixed them together. And Jesse James Beads was so generous to send the beads for the kit. They also sent lots of extras. So today I will be giving away 5 strands. These are brand new strands from Jesse James Beads from their new Pantone collection for 23-24. There's lots of other colors. I encourage you to go to jessejamesbeads.com, check out all of the colors, but 5 lucky winners at the end of this program must be present to win. Will win one of these strands. It may take me a couple of weeks to get it in the mail to you. Maybe like 10 days, I would imagine, because as you may have heard, I came home to a family with COVID. Thankfully, I don't have any symptoms yet, but you never know. So I am not going to the office for quite a few days. So whoever wins these, it may take me a little longer than normal to get them to the office, but they will get there eventually and then get shipped out to you. So to enter, you'll see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen. You're going to comment #WinBeads. And that you just do it once. One entry is all you need, and then stick around to the end to claim your prize. Yes, can you believe that, Diane? I was sure I would be the one coming home from the beach show bringing some sort of illness with me. But instead, they all got it the week I was gone and had it the worst of it while I was gone. But I'm still, of course, being very careful just in case I ended up contracting it. And, who knows? I'm going to get tested, I think, next Monday before the live sale on Tuesday. So if there is not a live sale on Tuesday, it's because I have COVID. We haven't had it yet, so that's been great. And we're all vaccinated and prepared for it. And everybody's doing really well, including my mother, who got it the worst. So thank you to everybody who sent kind words and are sending kind words right now. Thank you so much. We're doing okay, though. Don't worry. This week we launched this brand new guy, a marvelous mystery mix of ceramic beads. It's in 3 different sizes. We've got this itty bitty sweetie size, a beautiful medium size, and then a larger size. And they did go through the bead mix and find some beads that match. So you may get pairs. Then you may get one that sort of matches but is different and unique, but maybe has a similar colorway or similar theme. Like in this one, I see a surfboard and a starfish and some sweet little flippers and a little fish. Every single one is unique and different. No 2 are alike. So if you want to order more than one, you can order more than one, and you can check it out. So they're all going to be different, but they should have enough beads there that can kind of go together, you know, which will be fun for you to play with, I'm sure. So those are ceramic beads from Peru, and you can find those on our website now. Since we were launching those, I had bought those beads in this gigantic, huge bead mix. And here's like a small sampling of it. So for fun, we are doing a giveaway this week on our website. When you place your order in the notes section, as you're checking out, tell us how many beads you think are in this jar, and you will be entered to win the largest size of the new bead mixes. The person closest without going over to the total will be our winner. And as you can see, there are little beads and there are big beads. So it's very hard to speculate. I finally know how many are in here. They didn't tell me right away because I'm not great with secrets. But I refuse to tell you. I won't do it. But there was a different amount than I thought would be in here. I definitely wouldn't have guessed correctly. So to enter, make sure you place an order by Tuesday, which is August 15th, Kristen's birthday. And tell us in the notes how many are in the jar. And then we will pick a winner based on who is closest without going over. As I mentioned, it's Kristen's birthday on Tuesday. So in celebration, she sent me a bunch of jewelry that she has made on our YouTube channel and Facebook page over the years that you've watched her make, many of you. And we are giving away pieces of jewelry with orders over a certain dollar amount. So you can find that on the website as well. Also, oh, there's Kristen. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I won't sing the whole song. You guys, I feel for you even having to hear me sing that much. We also launched Customer Appreciation Week. Here is our kit. So we do have one item that we were short on that's in this kit that's coming to make more kits. So there is a chance that you'll see our kits sell out, but then we will have more of them before the event. So if you definitely want to get one early and not feel worried about it, do it soon. But we have it up on the website. It is a little more expensive than our other kits, but it's because it's got a lot of stuff in it. We spent a lot on this kit, and partially because it's Customer Appreciation Week and it's such a special week to us. But definitely check this one out. You're going to love all the stuff that we crammed in there. So for today, I just kind of felt like playing. I've had all these interesting things happening. Beadfest, Customer Appreciation Week, just all sorts of things. And I'm feeling like it would be nice on this beautiful Friday to just play around a little bit. So I grabbed out all of my ultimate paints. This is a set of rainbow colors that you can find on the website, or you can buy the individual colors from this set as well if you just want one or two. But I got those out, and you always want to make sure when they've been sitting for a long time, you can see where it's kind of separated. You want to make sure you do shake each one up as well as you can. It still sometimes looks like that on the outside of the bottle, even when it's pretty well shaken up on the inside. And just go through and make sure they're all really ready to go. I know, Amanda, play is the best. I totally agree. I'm going to move you down here a little bit closer to me. We have these great pop outs on the website right now. I'm trying to decide which one I want to work with. I have on one that I did a while ago that I thought turned out so good. So this piece is just like these pieces. It was inside a board with other parts. And I just went in with this great ultimate paint and kind of painted it how I wanted it, and then popped it out and added it to a necklace with a pinch bail, which you can also find on the website. I paired it with some Jesse James beads and then a really nice tiara cast toggle. So this kind of inspired me this morning as I was looking in my looking inside of my bead box. I was thinking, oh, I really, really like that. I love this. Kristen says, which one will Sarah choose? I think she'll choose board number 3. Oh, which one will I choose? Are you thinking that because of the bees? Are you feeling like that's me? The bees are me? Which one will I choose? I don't know. I was kind of liking these diamond shapes. I also really like the lady, and I like this flower is really, really pretty. This is interesting because it's got some dangle points on it. So I do have some really pretty drops over here that I could drop from those dangles. Like I could do 3 drops and then attach at the top to make a necklace. That sounds kind of fun. Let's see what others are saying. 1 with the flowers, board 3, 1, 2. They're all good. Maybe we just need to paint them all, right? I am kind of drawn to this piece here. So I think I might go with that. Let me see what I have back here in my check glass that I might want to use with it. So I pick colors when I'm painting, that are going to make sense. Thinking that might be kind of nice. I do love this brown arabesque bead. Look at how pretty these are. It's like brown and copper. It's very pretty. This pink tourmaline one is lovely too, though. And I could kind of go on that one for sure. We have these too. I've been dying to use these. Like make a really sweet little bracelet out of this one. But we don't really have any colors in this rainbow assortment that match this. So I may have to hold off on that. But maybe I could use these. Maybe if I went with some more neutral colors in my beads, I could use any color I want in my board, which would be kind of fun. Maybe that's the route that I will go. Okay, so having said that, why don't we start with some purple and red? I really love that. I would love to make that center yellow too. Curious if this is gonna, yeah. I better get something to put underneath here. Oh, this big jar of beads is in my way. Let's put this underneath here. Happy birthday, Kristen. Oh, red came out like gangbusters. I guess I should probably put it on the plastics. This is just going to eat it up, isn't it? That wasn't very smart. Oh, there it goes. It must be Friday. Here, let's, I usually use a plate. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's get our silicone brush and we can pull that off of there. I'm funny today. Okay. So I'm gonna, can you guys see that still? I think so. So what's really nice about this is they give you these big, beautiful lines, and you don't have to be perfect, but it's pretty easy to stay pretty close to inside those lines. The more paint you put on it, the glossier it ends up looking. And you can do different layers of it too. It doesn't have to be just like one layer of paint. I have the fan blowing on me too, like, you know, usual. I think it's drying my paint. It's probably not another novice mistake with painting. Very relaxing. Yeah, perfect for a weekend project. Doesn't take, it's like coloring, you know, which is what I think was probably drawing to me today. That I could just kind of sit and relax a little bit. It doesn't take long to dry, which I think is also really nice. And you can find all the parts and pieces that I'm using today, short of the brush, at softflexcompany.com. You can see I went out of the line just ever so slightly in a few spots. It doesn't matter. I did that on the one that I'm wearing now too. It's okay. Be forgiving of yourself. It's supposed to be an enjoyable process. And it's okay to not have it be perfect. I think I got it as much as I could. Try not to get this paint on my, let's see. Boy, that was not a great, well, you learned what not to do, I guess, right? That's what we're always talking about here. Don't do this like Sara did. Don't do this unless you want a big old mess. I probably should move these lovely beads out of here too before they get paint all over them. I'm just going to go back in and darken it up ever so slightly. when you let it pool like that, it almost looks like a little bit like an enamel. So I want to hear in the comments, which of the customer appreciation kits have you bought so far? I know a few of our presenters sold out and are maybe looking to make more. Please don't send them emails about feeling disappointed that they sold out. It's hard to know how many to have. And the presenters are volunteering their time for the event. I mean, they do make money off of their kits, but still it is a volunteer gig to come and teach for Customer Appreciation Week. And I'm sure if they can, they will make more. And we at Soft Flex next year will send a suggested quantity that we want everyone to try to make at least that many. But it's just always so hard to know if your kit's going to do really well, or, you know, or some other kit is going to really excite everybody. And that's kind of the tough part about it. So those two just didn't know how many people were going to want their kit. But I do want to hear, which ones did you end up getting? Okay, I'm going to break open the green next. I think I'd like to do that foliage green. There are so many good kits this year. I don't even know how you guys are deciding what to get. And if you're not sure what Customer Appreciation Week is, it is a week of just amazing artists showing us how to make all sorts of different kinds of jewelry. And there is a page on the Soft Flex Company website that's all about it and has links to the kits that are available. So you can go there and see all of them. And maybe even at the end, I'll run over the page with you. Last time I did that, though, I ended up forgetting to do the giveaway. Thank you to those who noticed and said something right away. I was able to still use that tool to pick a winner on Wednesday, and posted a picture into the comments. Hopefully you saw that. I was just so excited that I got through it all. I totally forgot I was doing a giveaway. So many awesome kits to choose from, Lori. I agree. I know. It's going to be a really fun event. And if you want to get the Soft Flex Company kit, you can get that at softflexcompany.com too. It's at the very bottom of the page, or you can find it in our kit section. We work really hard on putting these events together, so it's always nice when we can sell through our kits and make it worthwhile, right? Okay. I'm thinking about either a yellow background or a purple background with yellow dots, maybe. Let's go with that. So I'm going to get some yellow first. Let's do the purple background first. Okay, so you can see this one's still not totally really well mixed up. There's a little bit of pink showing through, so I'm just going to give it a stir. I shook it a lot, but it's just that particular one was having trouble for some reason. Okay, this is going to be the harder one, trying to get through around all these details, but again, don't stress yourself. It's supposed to be fun. You know, you just kind of do your best. and try to enjoy the process. Jody said she bought too many kits, but it's her birthday, so she treated herself. Oh, that's awesome, Jody. Happy birthday. She got the Soft Flex kit, the Danielle Wicks kit, the Cassandra kit, the Bead Place kit, the Jill Wiseman kit, and she wanted all of them. I love that. You do need to enter the hashtag to win the prize. It's hashtag win beads. That will enter you. It's a giveaway that's going on in the background. So I have another tool that's collecting those, and then at the end, I have 5 bead strands to give away. So I've got 5 giveaways at the end of this program. But you have to be here at the end to be able to win. Yeah. So I can give you all the instructions on how to get your goods. Oh, I missed a little green spot right there. To come back around and get it. Ooh, I like how that purple and red are playing together. They look really pretty. Oh, Maria, who did win? I feel like it was a Monica, but maybe Thomas can look it up and see. He emailed the winner to the folks in the office. We had a big power outage today at our office, and everybody, it was one of those weird ones where like half the building went off and then lights are flickering and it's spooky like Halloween. So everyone panicked, and rightly so, because you're like, what is happening? And gave me a call, and then I panicked, but it came back on pretty quickly. I was sure it was going to be all day before, PG&E got to it, but thankfully it didn't take too long. And we are going to be part of a new event next Friday. I don't even know how to describe it, so I'm not going to yet. But we will be posting information about it next week. But if you could keep 10 a.m. Pacific time on Friday open, I have got a special treat that we were trying something new that we've never tried before. And again, we'll be hopefully sending out information probably about the middle of next week about it. We're still learning about it ourselves, but it's in conjunction with Abby at the Bead Place and Christy Friesen, our good pal over there in Maui. Poor Christy, all those, it's just so terrible to see what's going on over there. But Christy's safe, and she's planning on participating in this event as long as everything keeps going okay where she's located. So be on the lookout for that. It's called the Bead Bonanza. And again, we will be posting details as we know a little bit more about what to do and how to participate. All right, I'm getting around this whole thing. You guys still telling everybody which kits you bought? We are located in Northern California. Our warehouse is in Sonoma, and we have PG&E out here in California. I live pretty far away, not super far, but like a 40-minute drive from the office. So I had no power problems. I'm in a whole different county from the office, which is why I often work from home. It's a little far, and I've been working from home for Soft Flex since the very beginning of my career with them, so I really enjoy the solitude of working from home. Although with my kids, it's harder and harder to get solitude anymore. At least these videos, I can lock the door and say, all right, it's me time. You know, like I'm going to sit and make something and chit chat with my Soft Flex buddies. Okay, we're getting close. And I'm going to take the yellow, I think, and dot all those little circles with a little bit of yellow. And I think that'll just brighten it a little bit. And to tell you the truth, I just love yellow. So I'm all about it. Oh, Nancy, are you over on the other coast? Yeah, you don't have to worry about a power outage, do you? The weather has just been like amazing here. My poor family in Arizona was asking what the weather was like, and Joshua sheepishly told them it was a high of 77 degrees or something. They were like, what? Yeah, that's about it. So the lines on the wood are really helpful because they're very good at guiding. And I guess I don't need to do, because these are pop outs there. I don't think these ones are pop outs though, these little small ones. So I'm just going to put a little dab of yellow on them. And then, oh, that was a big dab of yellow. So we'll put a big dab of yellow on this side, right? And then you could even maybe add a little yellow to the flower. Although I ended up making it all yellow. Play around with that. If you want to brighten those flowers up so they're not quite such a dark color. Just lightening it a little bit so you can see it just a tiny bit better. I gave it a little bit more depth too, because it's got a little bit of the yellow and a little bit of the red. Mostly just have fun, you know? That's the goal. Okay, I'm going to do that little bit of green that I missed, and then we'll try to move this paint away so I don't end up getting it. Just missed this one little spot. There we go. So I know Jess at Vintage usually does the whole thing. I'm not going to continue to paint the whole thing here. Maybe I'll do a little bit after. I'm just going to let that dry and then pop that one piece out and leave the other ones for later. So let me move this aside so I don't end up getting paint all over everything I own. Where can I move it that it's going to be safe? Thank you for being here with me today. I'm from softflexcompany.com. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Sara. And I'm just happy, so happy you guys are hanging out on this beautiful Friday. So happy, in fact, that I'm giving away 5 strands of Jesse James beads. So they just launched their Pantone line for fall winter. And Sarah was so generous to send me 2 strands for every Beads of Courage kit. And then she sent me extras to be able to make my design samples. And so I ended up with a few extra, and I thought it would be nice to share them with all of you. So at the end of this video, I will be choosing 5 winners. And then I will ship those out when I get the opportunity. Ooh, this is nice too. This is our customer appreciation mushroom fairy. Is it fairy mushroom or mushroom fairy? I don't remember. It is the bead strand that matches our kit. So it gives you a little bird's eye view into how beautiful that kit is going to be. Lots of sparkle, a little bit of purple. There's some other beautiful colors in there too. Doesn't this look like an ice cream sundae? Like the sundae cup with 2 scoops of ice cream. So cute. Those would make adorable little earrings, wouldn't they? Oh, I'm kind of tempted to use that with my piece. Doesn't that match really nicely? Ooh, now that I'm looking at it, that could be really fun. I feel like I brought a little bit more of a lighter color in that red, and I could probably use this tourmaline if I wanted to. Okay, well, I'm going to start thinking about the next step here. So these are pretty thick. So if I'm going to be attaching to that bottom part there, I'm probably going to want either a big jump ring, or I'm going to want some craft wire and make a pretty big loop that can attach on there and make a little drop for me. So let me cut this up. Cutters out. Only 2 scoops, Kathy. I know, right? On a week like this, when you come home to a whole family with COVID, I think you get more than 2 scoops, don't you? That is so cute how they had that all. It did look like a little ice cream sundae with this thing below it. So funny. This would be really pretty in the center, hanging down from that piece. Let's see what we got on this strand to work with here. I'm wondering if while the paint is drying, we will start to think about what would make sense. Ooh, those drops are nice. Very pretty. I think I would just do the 3 and then use that to attach up to the necklace. So the rest of this could go into that necklace piece. This would be kind of fun to do like another drop down from it. Like that could be really nice. It's probably kind of hard to see on that. How pretty does that look? Okay, let me grab some craft wire so we can get. Diane says I get 4 scoops for COVID. I love that. Oh, hi, Vintage. Look at you. You can use silicone or a flat bristle brush. The silicone is great for fine details. And you can get the silicone on the Vintage website. I think you can also order them just like on Amazon or Michael's. Any of those places work. I think I'm going to do like 22 gauge on this. And I can't do too much till it dries, but it's getting really close. It doesn't take a long time to dry. So instead of doing any wire yet, I'm going to start working on how is my necklace going to look up here on top. Now that I kind of know what I think I want to do on the bottom. So I've got 2 sides. Those little circles there are going to pop out, and that's going to become a connection point. So I'm going to be stringing up from here. Who knows what color wire I'm going to use? Maybe not the purple. Oh, maybe the spinel. That's kind of giving me some spinel vibes, and that might be really pretty with these colors. So silver and spinel. Let's see. So I might start with something like that. And maybe add in some sparkle here. And what else do I love about this? I'm wondering about these because I do love those so much. They're so pretty. If I'm doing the spinel, I might like this tourmaline color. Ooh, that's a big hole bead on there, like a big hole crystal. That's pretty fun. Oh, and these are interesting too. I thought it was just like a flat round bead, but it's actually got a lot of interesting texture to it. Are they both like that? Yeah, look at that. That is so interesting. I can get on board with those. I feel like these would be great inside of this thing here. So let's plan for that. And between that, do we want to do like a major sparkle bead? Get some extra sparkles in there. And then maybe we finish it off with one of these pieces. Something like that. Almost dry. It's getting very, very close. And when that dries out, then I'll be able to. Oh, it's pretty dry. I think I can probably pop it out now and we can get going. I'll just be really gentle with it. You probably should let it dry longer than I am. I'm kind of kooky. I would probably let it dry a lot longer than I am, but it's okay. I'm just doing a quick demonstration. Thanks, Kristen. That's a big compliment coming from my favorite painting artist. Brenda says she thinks I need some red in there. Oh, do you feel like I'm missing the red? Yeah, could be. I don't have a lot of red here, but I do have the red roll-up beads or the red. Well, the wire is going to be red. It's going to be spinel. So I think that's going to be okay. I think that'll balance it with that wire color. You got me going though. I do think there does need to be some red for sure. Okay, so normally you would paint this whole thing and then you can just peel this whole back off and everything pops out. I only did one piece, so I want to kind of keep these ones where they are. So I'm going to try to just pop out this one little piece. And that way these are still intact and ready to go for later. And I've got my little lovely little piece all set. Okay, so let's do the bottom dangles first. So I need a round plier. Because this is thick, like I said, you're going to need a bigger loop than you may normally need to connect to something. So I'm going to grab out not my round nose pliers, which are I tend to use when I need a smaller loop. Instead, I'm going to grab out this multi-sized plier because you can make pretty big loops with it. And I think it'll be a better fit for this project. I'm also going to grab out my crimping pliers so I can add that later too. Okay, so let's start. Let's link these two together first, and then we will attach it in the center, and that'll give that just a teeny bit more time to dry. So I grabbed my 22 gauge Soft Flex craft wire. It is a copper wire with a silver plating, and then it has a non-tarnish coating. So it always stays this beautiful, bright, silvery color. I am going to go ahead and straighten that out. Oh, Kim, it kind of does have a Pennsylvania Dutch vibe. I must have picked that up last week. How funny. Okay, so I'm going to do this part first. So I'm going to make it about this size. This one is not connecting into the big piece, so it doesn't need to be as small. So I'm going to bend the wire toward me, away from me, adjust, and then come under toward me. And that makes my round circle. I'm going to go ahead and slide that out and hold on to it with my nose plier and then go around it and make some winding spaces here. I'm going to get a decent amount of wire, string my beautiful drop. I love these melon drops. We have them in 5 colors. You can get them in a really nice bundle. I'm going to take that drop and then I'm going to wind up the bead and around the top. And that's going to be what my drop looks like. I can go ahead and trim. Oh, hi, Wendy. I see Wendy from Vintage is joining us. Can you hear them in the background? Yeah, they're always around. Hopefully the locked door keeps them out. That's the goal, at least. Okay. Straighten out. I'm going to make the same size link to link here, and then I'm going to think about maybe a little bit of a bigger link at the top, like a size up. So I've been using this size. I'll probably make the link at the top more like this size. Let's start first with our link for the bead. So this is the part where you have to remember to take your first link and attach it. Then you can take your chain nose plier, go around. I usually don't wrap so many times, but I am feeling like wrapping a lot today, apparently. Make a decent sized amount. Better to have too much than too little. String that beautiful crystal. So this came off of the Customer Appreciation Week bead strand that just went up on the website not too long ago. And we don't have a ton of them. Now I'm going to go up a step, and I want to go on this side. I'm going to go up a step, leave a little bit of space, and turn to make a link here. So this will be the trickiest part, is going to be getting it inside of this wide thing. So I'm going to kind of loosely open my link so that I can slide this on there without scraping it up. Then I can come back in with my chain nose pliers and kind of close that circle back up again. You could also use a jump ring and attach to the jump ring. This is kind of nice because it's like a solid connection, which I tend to really prefer. And if you want it to stay a certain way, we could do that same thing. Pull this around it, where we wrap the wire over the top of it, just to kind of give it a snug encasement so it's not moving and turning in a different direction. So then the front of this is going to look like that. You could also do that on the back side if you don't like how it looks in the front. You could totally do it in the back side like the drop. So that would be up to you. I'm fine with how it looks on the front. I kind of like it. And I'm just tucking that little tail in and making sure it all looks how I want it to look. Now I can add my next two drops on either side. So again, I'm going to grab a piece of 22 gauge craft wire. And I used this one for attaching. So I'm going to do the same thing again. That third size. Open it up pretty wide so that you can get this to slide nicely inside of there. Then you can come back with the chain nose and close her up. This is like the most perfect Friday afternoon design I think I have ever done. It's so nice. If your wire's a little wonky, just get out those nylon jaw pliers to straighten it out. These are such a handy tool, really important if you're using any kind of craft wire, but they also work on like sterling silver and other types of wire as well. Now I'm going to add my drop to the bottom, and then I will wrap up and around that bead. And just go slow. I'm going to have these other beads to kind of deal with now, but they're fine. Just let them be what they are. And then trim. And there we go. We've got our second bead on there. And now we'll do one more. And then we'll attach some wire and start stringing our beads. I love wonky. One of my favorite words. Look at all these entries to win those Jesse James beads. I see 67 entries so far, and I'm going to pick 5 winners. So you've got a pretty good chance of winning if you stick with me here till the end. Thank you to everyone who has gone out and bought at least one kit from one of the Customer Appreciation Week. One of the folks that are doing Customer Appreciation Week. We really appreciate you supporting some of our favorite small businesses in the industry. We're really excited. We didn't get to talk much about it because these 2 companies do not have a specific kit for Customer Appreciation Week. But Sarah James from Jesse James Beads will be with us on Monday night of Customer Appreciation Week, and she's going to help us open our kit because we've got a lot of sweet Jesse James Beads parts in there. And then Tracy Proctor was just chatting with me today about her project for Wednesday morning. And she's going to be using some of the new Keep the Faith line. And we were kind of putting together some fun things for her to start making her project. I don't know how it'll turn out, but she is intending to do some bead crochet possibly with Soft Flex. So that should be really fun and interesting. It's a pretty big undertaking to work with so many different companies and have everybody launch their kit all at the same time. But boy, is it fun and really special that we're able to work in an industry where people can work together so nicely. Put this one in. There we go. We've got the bottom figured out. Now let's figure out this top part. We're going to use the Soft Flex spinel wire. So I'm going to grab a decent amount of that. I kind of want a clasp on this one. Let me see how this hangs in the front. I feel like this could be really pretty as like a shorter necklace. So let me grab a nice clasp. Of course, I used silver. I was just thinking to myself, boy, I need to get some more silver clasps in my bead box. I'm kind of starting to run out of silver. And then I went and used silver because that's just how I roll. I do have that one. That could be really pretty with this design. You can see that working really well. Oh, I'm not using these today, but I love these acorn bead caps. I need to get around to using them more. TierCast makes them in that silver, in the gold, and then in the antique brass. And those are fully stocked on the website if you want to play with some of those. They're really pretty. I got all sorts of cool stuff in this bin. Look at how crazy my findings bin is. Not a lot of silver clasps, though. Little short on that. We're going to work on it one of these days. How do you guys organize your findings? Do you have like one bin for it? I try to keep one bin with all of my Soft Flex findings. And then I have another bin with my personal stash of findings. But it's kind of tough. Okay, I'm going to get a 2x2 millimeter Soft Flex crimp tube. You have the same problem with gold, Nancy? Oh, man. I hear ya. Sometimes I go through a phase where it'll be like all silver, and then I use up all my findings, or all gold, or all copper. I'm going into fall now, so it's probably going to be all copper. Nice, Kim. Kim says she wants an up close view of my findings bin. Oh, vintage. I'm sure you guys have like some beautiful setup. Wood trays. Oh, I love that. Organized by finish. You guys are so organized over there. That is just not my cup of tea. I'm not greatly organized. I'm with Terry. She says, I have enough trouble organizing beads. Findings are a whole different problem. And Deborah says she does all the metals, all separate containers. That's an interesting idea to separate it out. Kristen is all about those vintage wood trays that are always such a great setup at the booth. Yeah, they're beautiful. And then vintage has every kind of finding. So it would be very fun to work at your company and have access to all those beautiful findings. Okay, so see how that hole just popped out up there? I'm going to attach with my Soft Flex and go ahead and string back into my crimp tube and straighten out my wires. I want this loop to be big enough to easily go over that corner so it's not causing me any issues. And I want my magic crimping pliers. It's ravioli time, friends. So center that crimp tube and compress. You should get what looks like a 4-corner ravioli. And then take those 4 corners and compress, and then just go around it several times. Till it's nice and tight. We are going to take our little pair of cutters and trim right at that crimp tube. And then I'm just going to need a length long enough to go up to the back of my neck where I'm attaching a clasp. So this is probably more than long enough. I'm going to string my beads in the order that I had decided on. The one thing I think that could be fun actually would be to add a little yellow in the beads. Let me see what I have for yellow beads. I wonder if there are some in the yellow, because we all need more yellow in our life. These are roller beads. They come in lots of different colors, and they really answer a lot of problems for me because they add like a little burst of color sometimes where I feel like I need it. They make great little spacer beads. And then, of course, we've had classes where Danielle Wicks has done these very elaborate designs with the roller beads. But I kind of like them just to add a little bit of color. Let's see if that works or if it ends up bothering me. I think it'll be okay. Get that. And here. Okay, now's where we take a second to do a final look and make sure that we like what we're making. Because once we crimp this, we're not going to be able to go back. What I feel like I'm missing is like a really nice, like deeper purple. I'm getting it down here a little bit. I wonder if this might be better in there. What's that one? I wonder if I need to add a little bit of purple in there to feel better about this design. But I like that purple there instead. Let's try that. So I like to lay things out, and then I like to give it a good look and then decide if it's working for me or not. And if it's not working, that's okay. You know, just take the beads off and reorganize and find the assortment that makes you happy, right? I'm liking that a little better. I think the sparkle bead was throwing me off, possibly. I do have these like purpley crystally beads. Try this one. Let's see how this looks. Maybe it's getting too much yellow now and not enough purple. Let's try it without. As much as I love yellow, maybe in this case, the yellow is not the thing that I want to do. Got that. Let's see. Let's go with this. Might just be making it a little too busy. It might have been handier to have the yellow down here where I want your eye to draw. But I can't go back and change it now. So we're going to go forward. See how this ends up. Ooh, I'm liking that combination. That's looking good. I think I could add one of those little spacers in here to give it a little more sparkle. Yeah, the yellow just didn't work in this case. I don't know why this is wanting to curl this way instead of this way. Here we go. What do you guys think? Deborah says put one yellow in the middle of each side. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, Rosanna's saying she still likes the arabesque beads. Okay. Put on a purple bead or two. Yeah, I'm kind of confined to what I have here on the table. And I don't have a ton of purple, even though I ended up going full force purple on my design. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's going to work. And I'm going to stick with it. So now I'm going to take my crimp, slide it on, get a little tiny extra piece of my wire and string that inside. So I'm holding those two wires inside of it, and I'm just going to gently close my crimping plier over my crimp and pull toward my bead and compress, giving it 4 little corners, and then compress and compress and just go around the whole thing, tightening that crimp tube into the nylon coating. Take the cutters and cut that side, this side. And then I'm going to do the same repeat on the second side. I can probably do that on my own because it is going to be a symmetrical design. So I'm going to repeat this side. Let me add the clasp just so you can see that part. I'm just kind of seeing where I would want the clasp to be added. It looks like right here is a good spot. So add your crimp tube. Soft Flex has the best crimp tubes around. If you've never used them, please give them a try. They're pretty fantastic. String through your clasp and then back into the crimp tube. Straighten out those wires and then go ahead and attach. So I use the crimp bead not just to hold the beads in place on the wire, but to also attach to a finding and to my pendant at the bottom. Looks like a nice little metal bead. And there we go. That's one side of my necklace, and then I will just repeat it over on the other side. I have so much going on this table that it's a lot. What is all this stuff going on here? Yeah, so I'll repeat that on my own time. I don't want to hold you guys too much longer. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. I know you're excited for the giveaway, so I'm going to do that next before I forget. I will be giving away 5 strands, so there will be 5 of these, so stick around. I will just probably pick 5 people right in a row, and then Thomas, if you can watch for them and make sure they're here, and then let me know at the end if I need to pick more or not. Sound like a plan? Thanks, guys. That was really fun. It was so relaxing. Being able to paint with these Sweet Vintage Ultimate paints is pretty awesome. That's a great Friday or Saturday or Sunday project. Just sit back and kind of have a little bit of fun and enjoy life. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to move to the page. Boy, I made a beady mess, didn't I, on my table. Okay, let's see. Share screen. Thanks, Jody. Giveaway tool. Okay, last chance to enter to win. We have 75 entries. I'm going to be giving away 5 bead strands. So be ready. And then Thomas, you're going to look for these 5 people. I know that's going to be tough, but I know you can do it and make sure that they're here. If you're one of our winners, you're going to email info@softflexcompany.com. Let them know that you won one of the Jesse James Beads Pantone strands. And Thomas, if you could let them know in the office, I will be bringing them to the office next time I'm there, or Joyce picks something up from me here at home. So maybe not next week, maybe next week if I do the live sale, but maybe not next week if I'm sick. We'll see what ends up happening, right? Okay, here we go. I'm going to draw our first winner. Hopefully I got past this COVID thing and I won't end up getting it, but I don't know. I am feeling a little run down today. There is our first winner of the day. Okay, Thomas, can you type that name into the comments? And that way we will preserve it. There we go. Make sure you let us know you are here, and we will send you your prize when I get it back to the office. Draw again. Here we go. Next winner is Lynn A. Goodwin on Facebook. Make sure you check in, Lynn and Joey. I think it's Joey. Let us know that you are here and live and claiming your prize in the comments. Lynn A. Goodwin. Oh, Lynn says that's me. Okay, we got at least one of you. Keep track, Thomas. Thomas is like, how does she come up with these things on a Friday afternoon? I have to track. Pam Fury on YouTube. Let us know if you're here, Pam. Oh, thanks, Wendy. It's so nice to see you. We love our friends at Vintage. All right, that was winner number 3. Check in, Pam Fury. There we go. There she is. All right. Winner number 4, Melissa Jewelry Art on YouTube. Ooh, Melissa Jewelry Art. Do you have your own YouTube channel that everyone should go follow in addition to you being a lucky winner here today? Make sure you check in the comments and let us know. I think that was winner number 4, right? That was winner number 4. Awesome. Melissa, do you have your own YouTube channel or are you just watching on YouTube? Well, everybody, after this video, I want you to go over and check out Melissa Jewelry Art on YouTube and see what she has going on. Okay, I think that was 4. I think this is lucky number 5. And then we got to go circle back to number 1 and see if they checked in. Linda Renz. Linda on YouTube also. And you get beads, and you get beads, and you get beads. Sherry says you only have 10 more to go. No problem, Melissa. I'm going to go check out your page too, and hopefully Soft Flex is already subscribed. And if we're not, we will subscribe. Thank you for watching today. So do we have Linda here? Linda. And then our first person didn't check in, right, Thomas? Stick around just in case. Last call on Joey, and I can't even say that last name. Nobody can say my last name either, though. So Linda, woohoo! Last call. So that's 4 out of 5. We've got Joey. Check in. This is your last chance before I give the bead strand to someone else. I'm going to give you a countdown. Thank you, Diane. My family's doing great. The kids are back to normal. My husband and my mom are a little sniffly, but they're doing a lot better. It's just more about if I'm going to have it now. They went through the worst of it before I got home, but still it's just everywhere around me this week. So I've been kind of bracing myself that I might have it by this weekend. I'm pretty surprised I've made it through Friday, to tell you the truth. So we'll see. If I do have it, I won't do the live sale on Tuesday. If I don't have it, I will probably go in, but just have everyone stay away from my office, just in case. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sort of self-quarantining. I've been taking a lot of vitamin C, yes. And then I've been doing my longevity spinach tea as well. And just lots of fluids, lots and lots of fluids. So I'm on top of that for sure. All right. I think we got to do another drawing. So I'm going to go for it. Here is our 5th winner. Hopefully they are still here. Thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. I sure missed you over the last couple weeks. Oh, it's Gail. Yay. We love Gail. Gail, you must still be here. Gail is like usually the very first person on our videos commenting. I imagine you're still here somewhere watching on YouTube. Yay! Gail's here. And that is our 5 winners for today. Congratulations. I will be sending these beauties out to you shortly. Let me stop sharing here. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you anytime you join me. I always appreciate it. and love spending time with all of you guys. Make sure you go to the Soft Flex Company website. Check out all the new products that we've been loading. We've loaded a lot of new products over the last several weeks, and including seed bead bundles, check glass bundles, vintage parts and pieces, all sorts of stuff. And then we have our new Customer Appreciation Week kit. We've got our Safari kit, which is our monthly kit. We've got plenty of those still left. If you want to grab one of those, I will be revealing that in not too long. And just lots of fun stuff. You can get a piece of Kristen's jewelry while supplies last. We don't have a ton of it, but while supplies last, when you place your order over a certain amount, you will get free jewelry added to your order. You can also make a guess on the jar of ceramic beads. Put it in the notes on your order, and the person who is the closest to the number but not going over will win our biggest size of ceramic bead mix. Not this exact one. This one's mine, but you will win one of this size, and it will look completely different because each one of them is very unique. Thomas says, hint, hint. There are not 10,000 beads in the jar. There may have been, I know how many beads are here. There may have been like 30,000 beads in the bucket that I bought. I bought one of those like under the bed storage unit things that slide under your bed, like a big one, like a big rectangle, full of these ceramic beads. This is like a small inkling of what was in the larger piece. And that's what we're making all these sweet little packages out of. So he had just it as a random assortment, and people would sort of, he would take it to like a bead show and people would dig through it. But we went through and made little packages that kind of make sense together. It's a lot of beads. Yeah. I could barely lift it, Tina. I had to lift it onto a cart out of my car and cart it inside. And Rosa was like, what is that? A lot of beads, but I couldn't help myself. It was a very good deal, and I like a good deal. All right. I love all of you guys. Make sure you go hang out on our website. Make sure to check out Customer Appreciation Week's page. Has all the links to all the kits. Danielle Wicks and Neelay Patel at Silver Silk are sold out. Danielle is trying to make more. Please don't email anyone that you're disappointed that their kit sold out. That just happens. There are plenty of kits from plenty of presenters. Just go look on the page and find a kit from another presenter that you love. There are so many beautiful projects. I know you'll find something that'll be a lot of fun to do. And then if Danielle or Neelay post more kits, we will be in the know and we will let all of you know. Okay. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will do my very best over here to stay healthy. I'll probably let everybody know on Monday whether the live sale is going forward or not. If it is, it'll be on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and it'll be I think maybe it's a mic live sale. I'm not sure. I'll have a lot of beads to sell though. So hopefully it all goes to plan, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific. Bye, everybody. I will see you next time.